Yo, welcome back to another video. Make sure to support the stream down below. Y'all can send me money or whatever if you want to. Anyways, let's get into the video.
It has been flooded with articles, videos, and discussions about the supposedly upcoming remaster of GTA 4. Since GTA fans have been asking Rockstar to refresh this fantastic installment for years now, the topic definitely caught our attention. You know, if the fans are eager to see a remaster, then maybe this time the benevolent bosses holding the whip over Rockstar might actually, for once, give us something other than another flying vroom wagon for online. Maybe this time they'll actually task the devs with creating a proper remaster, one that, who knows, might even bring a tear to our eye. Yeah, I don't really believe that. In this episode, we'll break down everything we currently know about the potential GTA 4 remaster, where all the rumors started, when we might expect a release, what kind of improvements we could see, which platforms it's coming to, and whether it's actually worth getting excited over. Let's start at the roots. Where did all these rumors come from? And what sparked the hype? It all began on the GTA forums, in a thread dedicated to the latest GTA 6 trailer. One user asked Tez2, who's been mentioned a few times on this channel already, and who has a pretty solid rep in the GTA League community, a question about a possible port or remaster of GTA 4. Tez2 has actually predicted Rockstar's moves multiple times, especially when it comes to GTA Online. The question was whether Rockstar might be working on a port or remaster of GTA 4. Tez2 responded that, according to his info, someone inside Rockstar had once suggested the company was planning to bring GTA 4 to newer platforms. What's more, if the plan has not changed since the pandemic, work on the port has supposedly been going on for about a year now. This would line up with Rockstar's rumored pandemic-era strategy, which supposedly involved refreshing GTA 4 and then later releasing a port of Max Payne 3, likely bundled with the remakes of the first two Max Payne games and currently being worked on by Remedy Entertainment. But here's where it gets really interesting. According to Tez2, if all goes according to plan, the GTA 4 port is set to drop sometime this year. So yeah, in theory, everything sounds great. Time to get hyped. Although, actually, maybe hold that hype just a little bit longer. The thing is, Tez2 only mentioned a port of GTA 4. We're not talking about a full-blown remaster here, more like a re-release with some minor improvements. So what we can expect is mainly higher resolution, better compatibility with newer hardware, probably all the story DLCs bundled in, and if the stars align, maybe they'll also fix the most critical bugs and give the graphics a slight polish. Hopefully, they'll also throw in the ability to play at 60 frames per second without it breaking the game. And we're not just saying that for fun. GTA 4 can already be played at 60 frames per second on newer Xbox consoles, thanks to backward compatibility, but that comes with its own set of issues. For example, in the final mission of Nico's storyline, there's a well-known bug that makes it impossible to mash the button fast enough to get Nico onto the helicopter. In the 60 FPS version, the game literally expects a ridiculous frequency of pressing, making the mission borderline unbeatable. YouTube is full of tutorials showing how to smash your controller like a caveman chasing a deer just to complete that part. A similar issue happens in the Ballad of Gay Tony, where the bomb planted by Henrique sometimes just doesn't explode, completely breaking the mission and making it impossible to finish. Now sure, that helicopter bug also shows up on PC, but fixing it there is way easier. You can use frame rate limiter programs or adjust CPU affinity settings to artificially lower FPS. But unfortunately, there's no such options on consoles. As if that wasn't enough, some players have pointed out that the Xbox Series version is missing parts of the original soundtrack. And for many fans, myself included, that music from back in the day is half the vibe and atmosphere of the whole game. So in reality, outside of playing on PC, the best way to experience GTA 4 right now is technically on older consoles like the PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360. Though even that's just in theory, because on those platforms, GTA 4 suffers from some major performance issues too. And when you look at all of this, the fact that we're only talking about a basic port rather than a proper remaster can really be seen in two ways. On the one hand, most players would definitely prefer a refresh version with clearly upgraded visuals and modern improvements. Because let's be honest, if something's coming back after years, it really should be better than the original. A true remaster would be a much stronger reason to revisit a story we already know inside and out. A basic port, in contrast, kind of feels like a joke. especially since, with a little
That's
effort, you
plus
can
one.
already get
The
GTA
remaster
4 running
version. I
fairly
mean, not
comfortably just by
remaster.
throwing a few mods on
Backwards
it. And once
compatibility.
again, hats off to the modding community for
And that
doing
was cool.
Rockstar's
I didn't
job
know
for
it's a
free,
thing.
giving us quality improvements that make GTA
There
4
was
run
some missions that was
surprisingly well
harder
on
to
PC.
complete.
But on the flip side,
Hopefully
it's
we can
hard
lower the
not to remember a
difficulty.
certain painful memory from
But other
2021,
than that,
the
I don't know.
Definitive Edition trilogy. Considering
Wasn't bad.
GTA 4 is a far more complex game, that work on GTA 6 is full steam ahead, and that they probably need outside help again, it's scary to even imagine what kind of disaster they could unleash in another quick cash grab. So yeah, it's looking more and more like we're just getting a port, something similar to what they did with Red Dead Redemption in 2023. Take-Two likely doesn't see much financial benefit in investing in a quality, well-done remaster, so it's hard to expect them to take that route.
Yeah,
In
GTA
fact,
6
the
about to
company
come out.
apparently agrees with that stance,
I
at
bet it
least
can hold
according
you
to
until then,
Tez2,
though.
who hinted back in 2022 on Twitter that Take-Two had
Unless
shelved
it comes
plans
out
for
like
RDR1 and GTA 4 remasters
January.
due to the
GTA comes
massive
out in
backlash they
May.
got over the Definitive
That'd be
trilogy.
crazy.
If I'm understanding this
Real crazy.
correctly, here's how the logic seems to go. We outsourced the remaster, they botched it, players complained, so what now? Maybe next time we do it right and earn some proper goodwill and money in the process. Nah, let's do even less, slap together a lazy port, and charge an arm and a leg for it. People will buy it anyway. Because the average Joe, Jones, or Mueller out there isn't going to watch YouTube tutorials or learn to play the game like some rocker boy with a controller-guitar combo just to beat missions in GTA because the game can't handle 60 frames per second. And that's the truth. Your average guy coming home tired from work just wants to buy the game, sit down and play, not waste time figuring out fixes in English language forums. And publishers know that and take full advantage of it. And with that in mind, it's no surprise that the chances of this GTA 4 port actually seeing the light of day are pretty high. And there are some solid reasons to think that. First off, Rockstar recently shut down a popular mod that had fans hype, the Liberty City Preservation Project, which ported Liberty City from GTA 4 into GTA 5's engine, and did a solid job of it too. Unfortunately, the hype didn't last long. The mod developers got hit with a takedown request from Rockstar, and were told to delete everything from the internet. Naturally, they complied pretty quick, because taking on a multi-billion-dollar company in court would probably mean eating stale bread with some weird Albanian spread from a flea market for the rest of your life. And that's if things went well. So what does that mean? It likely means the modders stepped on Take-Two's business toes, same as what happened with mods taken down before the Definitive Trilogy dropped. The theory here is that Take-Two pulled the plug on Liberty City Preservation Project to eliminate fan-made competition before dropping their own version. Next point, Rockstar's pattern since 2021, every single year since then, they've dropped some kind of remaster or re-release. The trilogy, Red Dead, the expanded and enhanced version of GTA 5, etc, etc. This year, the only thing they've done is release an enhanced edition of GTA 5 for PC, and even that was a free update. Anyone with the regular version just got to upgrade at no cost, meaning Rockstar didn't make any direct money off of it. So that leaves the door wide open for something else to come out this year. And this time, all roads lead not to Rome, but straight to Liberty City. On top of that, we've got the delay of GTA 6. The devs need more time to make the game as polished as possible. It's been pushed to 2026, and maybe, just maybe, that delay also opened up a slot for them to drop something else. Something that wouldn't take a ton of resources to produce, but could still rake in some cash. And the GTA 4 port fits that niche perfectly. And while we're talking GTA 6, there are a couple of extra facts worth noting. First, from the official GTA 6 promotional site, we learned that Lucia, one of the new protagonists, is from Liberty City, the same setting as GTA 4. So maybe Rockstar wants to use that connection. Make her background a reason to get players hyped to revisit the city ahead of GTA 6's release. The second thing worth pointing out is that the second GTA 6 trailer included a couple of unexpected nods to Liberty City. We see it on a biker's cap, and there's also a license plate clearly from Liberty City. Now from that, you can spin two theories. Either GTA 6 will feature some part of Liberty City, and yeah, there are a few solid arguments to back that up. Or it's a subtle wink toward the upcoming GTA 4 port/remaster. Alright, let's assume for a second that this GTA 4 port really is happening. The next question becomes, what platforms would it be coming to? Well, we can probably take cues from how they handled the Red Dead Redemption port. That one came out on PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and a year later, also dropped on PC. I'd bet on the exact same here, plus Xbox, because of those issues we talked about earlier. You know, if a
Oh, they
bug
released it on
exists
the
in the
Xbox.
game,
It's
that
still on
literally
the
makes it
Xbox.
unfinishable. That's not exactly a minor issue. And regardless of all that, there's one last thing worth mentioning. Whoever ends up buying this little gem will most likely have to make peace with a messed up soundtrack, because, yeah, expect some tracks to be missing. So to sum it all up, even though this is still just a theory at this stage, I gotta say, it all kinda makes a lot of sense. There's a bunch of arguments here and there, they're solid, and they come together in a pretty logical way. Now the real question is it even worth waiting for? You probably already know where I stand on that. And honestly, I hope I end up having to smack myself square in the chest this year in shame, just to pay proper penance and give Take-Two the respect they deserve.
Anyway, okay, we gotta get out of here. Appreciate y'all for watching.